Becoming pregnant is the beginning of your journey as a mother. Whether it's your first child or your fifth, you will want the very best for this precious new life, so it's necessary to learn all you can about how to keep you and your baby healthy.
I want to go to the clinic tomorrow. I want to know for sure.
I hope you're pregnant.
I hope so too. Why don't you come?
I don't know. There's a woman thing.
Being a parent is a couple thing.
I got work.
We could go early.
You go. But call me as soon as you know.
Yes, my dear, you are pregnant. I should say about 7 weeks. It's very important that you remain healthy during this pregnancy. You need to get plenty of rest and exercise, avoid drugs and alcohol, eat plenty of fruits and fresh vegetables every day. I will be registering you today to join this clinic. You will be coming every 6 weeks until you reach 36 weeks in pregnancy, and then you come every week. And we also encourage you to use iron supplements because it's very important for you to use iron during pregnancy to prevent anemia.
What's anemia?
Anemia is what we call weak blood. It's when you get run down, when your body's tired and you feel restless and these kind of things. And you also suffer from brittle fingernails. Your fingernails break very easily. Pregnant mothers and children need iron.
Sometimes it is difficult to tell if a person has anemia. So it is very important that a pregnant woman eat healthy foods. Healthy foods like beef, chicken, fish, peas and beans, and dark green leafy vegetables like callaloo. It's also very important that she use iron supplements as early as possible in her pregnancy. If a pregnant woman has anemia, her baby may be born with it. It may have low birth weight and have trouble growing and developing normally.
Do you have any questions about taking iron supplement?
I don't want any problems, so I'll take the iron.
That's very good. Do you have any other questions?
Yes, I have one more question. How do I get my husband to come to the clinic with me?
Well, your husband definitely needs to come to the clinic, as he should be familiar with the growth and development of your baby, as well as what to do after the baby is born. We want to give the baby a very good start in life.
Besides keeping yourself healthy, the most important thing you can do when you find out you're pregnant is register early at the clinic, even if you feel fit and fine. Doctors and nurses will help you make sure your pregnancy goes smoothly. They'll be able to catch any problems that might come up before they get serious, and they're available to answer your questions and concerns.
They ain't got no other men in here.
That's because you're the most intelligent father to me. I am proud that you're here with me.
Maria Chung?
Yes? Nurse, this is my husband, Sean.
Oh, hello, Sean. Nice of you to come. How are you feeling?
I am feeling good, but a little bit tired.
Being a little tired is normal. Are you taking iron supplements?
Just like you told me.
Now let's talk about breastfeeding.
Maybe I should go outside.
You need to sit and listen to this, because by that way you'll be able to help your wife. By knowing about breastfeeding, you can help your wife. She needs your support to breastfeed the baby for as long as possible.
My mother told us that she put us on the bottle after the first month.
No, breastfeeding is the only thing that the baby gets up for the first 6 months of life. She won't need any formula or cereal, not even extra water. Your breast milk is perfect and complete food for your baby.
But there's so many different thoughts out there about breastfeeding. My grandmother thinks a baby needs cereal to make it fat and healthy. And my mother thinks formula in a bottle is best.
You should tell your mother and grandmother that scientists from all over the world, including Guyana, have shown us that breast milk is the only food that is necessary for your baby. And believe me, nothing is better than breast milk.
From what I've seen, breastfed babies, they're much more healthier, they grow faster, develop faster, rather than the ones who go on the formula.
God created the mother to breastfeed the child so that the child can grow healthy in every way.
It is far much better than even you buy the cow milk or the tin milk and give to them, right?
Because the baby is small
You know, they can't really have anything into the stomach right now. So the breastfeeding is good.
That alone can't keep up the baby. I think they need a little more to that.
That's not true. Breast milk is all your baby needs.
You're supposed to breastfeed the child, right? And avoid diseases. When you give them additional things, they're prone to disease.
It is good for the nourishment and development in the young age, and the milk is very good for your bones, your hair, your everything.
Some mothers are working mothers, and you really can't cope with that.
Working mothers can express their milk, and it can be given to their baby when they are at work.
Okay, like breastfeeding, the babe would look into, get to know, the mom much more better.
Children nowadays need more than just the breast milk to be satisfied. They need at least some porridge or something else to go along with it.
Babies don't need anything other than breast milk during the first 6 months.
You don't have to be purchasing a tin of Infamil like 3 times a week, so it just saves you a lot.
For mothers, it helps the womb, when the baby pull on that breast. You feel the pull in your womb. The womb is coming back in place when that baby pull.
It even help with the brains, that the child will even be brighter.
Probably the baby might be thirsty and not always the breast would satisfy the babies. So some boiling water or purified water will be very much good and healthy for the baby.
There's enough water in breast milk, so there's no need to give baby any extra.
What you get out of the breast, you would not get in other formulas like the substitute, you would not get it.
It's healthy and it's natural.
There are a lot of opinions about breastfeeding. Just remember that breast milk is the best milk, and it's all your baby needs for the first 6 months. You'll need to have courage to only breastfeed and to stick to it. So before your baby is born, talk to your family about the benefits of breastfeeding. Ask them to support you.
I'm only going to feed the baby breast milk for the first 6 months.
But your baby will need some water, so you will have to teach it to take a bottle.
Nurse says that the water will only make the baby feel full and she wouldn't get the nutrition she needs.
I think this baby is a girl. You're carrying her low. And I had a dream.
Boy or girl, I am breastfeeding for as long as I can.
With just a little cereal to make the baby nice and fat.
No cereal, just breast milk.
If you have a hungry baby, you'll never be able to produce enough milk.
The hungrier the baby gets, the more it will feed, and I will produce more milk.
With your Uncle Eric, I didn't have enough milk.
Did you feed him only breast milk?
No, I fed him formula for about half the time.
Well, the less you feed your baby, the less milk you'll have.
Well, you think you were so smart.
I've been talking to the nurse, and I know I can do it.
I had to work. I couldn't breastfeed for more than a couple of months.
Nurse showed me how to save the breast milk, and it could be kept frozen or cool until Granny needs it to feed the baby whenever I'm out.
I'm looking forward to my gram.
I can say this, you'll save money. Formula is expensive, and I won't have to clean bottles and worry about germs. And nurse says that breastfed babies have less gas because the breast is better designed than the bottle. With the bottle, babies suck plenty of air.
From the beginning of your baby's life in your womb to the first 6 months of its life in the outside world, nature has provided you with everything your baby needs. All you have to do is take good care of yourself, and nature will do the rest.
She's beautiful when she's asleep. Look, I can see the veins in her face.
She should sleep for a while. She really knows how to feed.
My girl is smart.
Remember to register your newborn at your health center. Taking baby to clinic will help ensure that he or she stays healthy and grows well.
Breastfeeding, it's a wonderful experience. Right. Put baby as close to your body as possible.
You and your baby have to learn to breastfeed together.
The mouth just go around the areola, that's the black part of the breast.
Not all babies latch onto the breast immediately. Don't be discouraged. Just relax and be calm. Ask for help from a clinic nurse if you need to. Try to nurse your baby as much as possible after birth. This is when your baby is ready and eager to suck. And remember to drink plenty of water and fresh juices. After you and your baby have practiced, your baby will latch on easily and be able to get plenty of milk. You may need plenty of practice before you and your baby get perfect. There are several positions you can try to find the one that is most comfortable.
I like to breastfeed. When she looks at me, I feel a strong bond and I feel at peace with my baby. It's a very special part of my day.
Breast milk contains all the nutrients a baby needs. It has a combination of carbohydrates, fats, protein, just suitable for the baby's growth and development. Soon after a baby is born, the mother's breasts will produce colostrum. And this colostrum, we take it as baby's first immunization because it has all the properties to protect the baby against childhood diseases such as diarrhea, middle ear infection, and acute respiratory infections such as pneumonia. One of the reasons why our babies only need breast milk for the first 6 months of life is that our baby's stomachs are very small and breast milk is tailor-made to suit our baby's stomach. When a baby takes in the breast milk, it is efficiently used and it's easily digested.
In the first 6 months, don't use water, juice, porridge, formula, or other milk. If you need to feed baby expressed milk, squeeze your milk into a cup and feed to baby with a cup and spoon. Feed the baby whenever it first shows signs of hunger. This may include sucking sounds, putting their hands in their mouth, looking alert, and rooting around for the nipple. A newborn feeds 8 to 10 times a day. You will be able to produce all the milk your baby needs. Put the baby to your breast as often as possible. The more the baby nurses, the more milk you will produce. Nature has planned this for every mother.
In order to know whether your baby is having enough milk, there are a number of things you should pay attention to. For example, the baby should have about 6 to 8 wet napkins per day. Most young babies will have about 2 to 5 bowel motions per day for the first 2 months of life. After that, they will have larger motions but less frequently. The baby nurses about 8 to 10 times per day, as long as they want, which may be as much as 10 to 20 minutes per breast, or longer if they need to. You can actually hear the baby swallowing when they're getting enough milk. The baby should gain about 4 to 7 ounces of weight per week after the 4th day of life. That's about 110 to 200 grams per week. The baby will be alert and active, have good color, and firm skin. If you have any doubts or concerns, you can ask your nurse at the health center.
At first, I thought only breastfeeding for 6 months was too much. I couldn't believe that a baby would need at least some water. And almost every baby I know got cereal in a bottle. But since I went to clinic with Maria all those months she was pregnant, I learned how important breastfeeding is. I also learned that breast milk helps a baby's brain develop. I want my daughter to be bright. So even if Maria and I don't go out by ourselves very often right now, it's worth it to know that my daughter Nicola is getting what she needs to be healthy and smart.
Sean is right. In a study done by the World Health Organization, children who were only breastfed for the first 6 months did better on intelligence tests than formula-fed children.
Thoughts of you running through my head means you're a part of